Alright, we're done. We're unmuted. Okay. Alright. Well, it's been a while.
We can't talk about black holes now.
No.
Nope.
No, we only can talk.
Taboo.
No, we only can talk about white holes. The theoretical kind.
White hole.
Have you never heard of the theory of white holes, Jamie?
I thought they were purple.
Ah, no, they're red.
But what about the other colors?
No, they don't exist. You're anti-colorblind.
I thought it was just high.
That too.
I thought you guys were talking about a type of powdered donut.
I haven't had a powdered donut in I don't know.
I like powdered donuts, even though they don't like the powder doesn't do anything for the flavor. It just feels nice.
It has a nice texture and a
Sugar-
cooling
it's
texture.
It's sugary.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Sugar rush.
Powdered cinnamon donuts are some of the best.
Every time I say sugar rush, that sugar rush stupid song gets stuck in my head.
Sugar rush. I think one of my
Record wow.
I think one of my chords might be slightly loose. And I need to double check what it is later.
You need to get that fixed.
Well, as of right now, I'll deal with it when it keeps coming up.
Techie doctor on your machine.
Yeah, what? Well, I just might have to restart my computer because it's been a while. Anyway, yeah, it's been a while. Been about at least 2-3 weeks. So last time we basically did all the listed portals that we're able to do from class 3 and below. We also got we defeated some bosses. We defeated a funky bird, which I believe is like it is the last guaranteed boss that we can get in this game. Every other boss is either optional or straight up we can't get it, and we only can, like, in a sense, breed for it. So right now I believe we have done also all the optional or missable gates in a sense that we can possibly do, because the next 2 gates that we could possibly do we cannot get because they require us to collect a certain amount of items or things. So unfortunately, yes, this is basically where we're just gonna have to continue on and battle class B again. And if this keeps failing, then we're gonna have to go back and breed some monsters. I put a list to Jamie and Will so we can start planning out potential monsters that we may want later. Because also our farm is getting bigger, so at some point we're gonna have to kick a lot of monsters out.
Yes.
So in the meantime, I'm gonna try B a couple times. I know last time I tried once, what was it? It didn't go too well, but I also feel like that was just RNG. But anyway, this is New September as well. How you guys doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing okay.
Oh, right. And I think Ebby is also, if I'm not mistaken, Ebby is also pretty wild, which makes this slightly more difficult.
It is the equivalent of Charizard. When it does do things, it's awesome. When it doesn't do things, it sucks.
Oh, well, I think there's a cord I'm kicking. Let me double check.
We have a wild monster that doesn't like to do anything like Charizard from the anime.
Yep.
I'm gonna double check my cords because I keep doing.
Yeah. Every one of those sneezes hurt. Pins and needles all over the body.
Seriously hope it's not like my HDMI cords that I have to keep replacing, because they're just not that bad. Alright, let's see. Headphones back on, let's see what we got. Alright, I just set up Lily for the next round because she wasn't doing anything cautious. Okay, yeah, this is where I struggled because there was a massive death. Also, I like how that silver demon was such a clever thing when we discovered it last time.
Oh, it's actually really great for what they do with these games.
Just because of the limitations and everything.
Even with the limitations, this game's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not many games at the time put a lot of thought into things like that, like just naming conventions. It was all puns, not necessarily something overly clever.
Mm-hmm. We need to kill one of these. Okay, we killed the wind mage.
I mean, technically, this would help you with chemistry.
Oh, this is a little bit issue because he keeps attacking multiple times.
Is it multi?
Okay, so Abby is the only one that's not fully healed, which I think should be okay. The tired guy from the restaurant. Oh, right, it's the snipper crabs. Yep, 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 yep.
What?
So he's apparently a monster tamer that is just a tired guy from the restaurant, and he has like a mad dragon and an army crab.
Oh, mad crabs.
Oh, I remember what happened last time. So no, not the mad crabs, the mad dragon and the army crabs. The army crabs have like a devastating move that did like a one-hit damage, and they have like this defense thing that's going on, which takes a while to just like basically defeat. That's what happened. They have like a one-hit kill move.
Yeah. What? When they're related to skeletons.
Okay, so the good news is that the defense up only does to actual physical attacks and not a... that's the one-hit kill, the evil slash. Oh, this fight worked! Ah!
What for lucky?
And Matt Dragon killed himself.
Whoopsie!
I saw that Mad Dragon attacked Mad Dragon, and that...
That was an accident.
Well, that was a lot easier.
That was some good RNG.
Yeah, so I think they had the move Evil Slash, which is, I believe, one of the strongest, if not the strongest move in this entire game. But the issue it being like a really strong move is that it is super inaccurate, yeah. Let me look. Yeah,
If
Evil
it lands, it's great.
Yeah, Evil Slash. Ooh, it has been in like a lot of Dragon Quest games.
Mhm.
So, called Evil Slash in the game, it requires a monster to reach 15 with 106 HP and 90 attack. It can be learned by a lot of monsters, so it's good to have. It's an all-or-nothing critical strike with accuracy varying between games. It's strongly recommended for hunting metal slimes and their brethren, especially in this, because like metal slimes is like super beefy.
Well, not only that, it's just they're evasive.
Mm-hmm.
You hit one, it may, yeah. They have their defenses beefy, but if you can hit one, it's a one hit KO instead of like 5 or 10.
Okay, so
hit.
yeah, and okay with that, Will, since Jamie picked the last one, I'm gonna double check. Pick the last one. So we got let me just put this to sleep. So I have at least some room for any potential monsters. We got the Gate of Happiness and Gate of Temptation. One of these gates has an optional monster that I have to really work for to get him. If we want to go after that. Which one would you pick?
Let's go Temptation.
Alright, if it's Temptation, then I need to get a bookmark, because that is the gate that has the optional monster.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
But yeah. Will.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the lists of monsters, because when I get this monster, it's definitely gonna... Do I have antidote? I have antidote, right? We're definitely gonna... Yeah, I do have antidote. We're definitely gonna be, needing to breed some monsters. This next boss monster, if I can get them, will be really nice to have.
Bring the bacon! Okay, it's not bacon, but yes.
So I thought that this monster, when I remember getting this monster. So there's that. So I know, I can't confirm this is a monster you can get. I just remember my brother reading on that you apparently need like, what, 1 sirloin and 2 ribs to get it? But according to this wiki page, you don't need those. So I'm gonna try what this wiki page does and see from there. But in the meantime, I don't have any meat on me, which is both good and bad.
Yeah.
I might have to buy a couple, 3 ribs or whatnot.
That McRib is bad, baby.
Pretty much.
Sorry, I'm not awake.
I mean, you're most of the time not awake, Jamie.
No. No, I'm not.
How many? Okay, I only have 1 pork chop. How many? What's the world leaves again? Is that the?
That's the revival one.
Yeah. I am getting rid of that and putting in there because I don't need it. Oh, we doesn't have any more room. Oh, I have too many warp wings. I'll take all those. How many love waters? Put 2 in there. World Dew heals HP for all. I'm gonna get rid of that.
Yeah, World Dew's good to hold on to.
Yeah, World Dew is like heals all party, and I would only use it for like the last bit of dungeons. And if we do tend to go after the later dungeons, because again, there are post-game dungeons. There are post-game dungeons in this game. Obviously, and there are quite a bit of post-game dungeons. I forgot how many, but I looked it up and I was like, oh, well, that's a lot. So there are a bit of post-game dungeons. The question is that whether we want to dedicate time to do those dungeons. That's up to Jamie and Will. I'm fine with doing them because honestly, they are tough, but they have some interesting bosses in there.
And it's neat to visit things that you couldn't get to as a kid in
Yeah.
games you love.
Yep. Yeah. So I know Will would be interested because Will mentioned himself that he didn't beat this game.
And I haven't beaten it either.
Mm-hmm.
Not for lack of trying, just
So I spent pretty much all my money on that, which is fine. We kind of needed to spend some money in case that I failed to do the things. So, all right. Will, you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay, cool. What we could do for Lily is if we could breed it with Funky Bird. Funky Bird is a healer, actually, now I look at the list.
yes, it's a healer. It does require some indirect breeding,
True.
but I think it would be possible.
So it's the right for the Gate of Temptation, okay. Alright.
One more key.
Okay,
Ooh,
cool.
yay.
Alright. Going in. Okay, dokie. How many floors was this one again? 19. Oh boy.
This one's beefy.
I mean, it will get like really beefy when we get to the later dungeons, because it's like, it gets to like freaking, like, I'm not gonna like hide it, but we're gonna get like 30. Aww. Oh, it doesn't see us. Kill it.
Exactly. But the Slime Knights are nothing to take lightly.
No, but they can be really good breeding materials.
Oh, so much.
Yep. So we will see. Ooh, we might see some poison enemies later too. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so it's this way. Oh, that's a jerker spot. Oh yeah, and I don't know if we ever saw... Oh, it's ambush. Okay. And there's the poison. You know, I know that we may... I probably have never seen, but one of the things that can happen for these damaging tiles is that if you get into a battle on top of one, it automatically just forgoes the damage.
You got a lucky one.
Yep. Okay, so... Oh yeah, we're getting to a different type of area where it's like the columns. This is new. Yeah, we're starting to see more, like more of the various maps and everything. I like how Lily just does a battle cry and does like 70 damage. These guys are beefy.
Yuppers. Spiky boy.
Remember, if these guys are beefy, just imagine like the bosses later on. Oh, risk it for the biscuit. You always have to risk it for the biscuit for these chests.
Biscuits.
And I found a bad meat.
Bad biscuit.
Well, is it bad biscuit in terms of it will hurt us, or could we utilize it? Like it technically never hurt us, and we could just utilize it by poisoning monsters.
It's one of
But
those
still,
things of if
it's
you,
still technically bad biscuit.
I would just say,
yeah, it's
what about a spoiled biscuit?
that's where you
That's
get
an
our
oven
gut
too
poisoning
long.
if you're not careful.
I mean, it is spoiled. It is spoiled, and it does. And the monsters do get poisoned if they eat it.
Moldy biscuit.
Moldy doesn't technically you get poisoned though.
Our gut poisoning. It is a form of mold in rye bread,
True.
specifically rye grain.
One of my brothers.
It will drive you nuts.
Speaking of mold, one of my brothers ate mold before. Didn't realize there was mold on the bread.
Now, to be fair, I've eaten mold spores before because I've eaten bread that had that stuff, and I was just like, meh.
Oh no, mold.
So in a way, you ate penicillin.
Probably.
Moldy bread is not necessarily bad. It's when you get rye involved to get really nasty. Specifically rye.
I don't get rye bread. I just get wheat or white bread.
Makes sense.
It's more about the
That's
type of mold that grows on it.
And so I pretty much technically my brother ate penicillin, and I too penicillin.
I do know we don't have enough slimes to make like a slime king or whatnot.
Jelly and penicillin. That's what was for
That should be
Yeah, and we don't have any of the king. What is that monster? I didn't see it really quickly.
Oh, that
that weird
thing. Oh, I know what that thing is.
penguin,
Oh,
ducky, monkey thing.
oh,
But
yeah, my monster got erased. So,
oh yeah, it's called a platypunk.
yes, that sounds right.
Yeah, so platypunk, which is also it's called Mamonja in Monsters 1, 2, the GBC, and Torneko 2, which is probably just the spin-off games. It was also called Monjar in the Dragon Quest IV NES version. It's a duck platypus.
Platypus with a tail.
I mean, platypuses have tails.
They have beaver tails. This is a monkey tail.
True.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm excited.
About a monkey tail?
Yeah. I have just finished my first pumpkin for. I'm making some Halloween decorations.
It's not even October yet.
It's fall. I can make pumpkins if I feel like making pumpkins.
True. I'm just saying it's not even Halloween yet though, is all.
I'm doing it to confuse my coworkers.
There's also like they're gonna be like all the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff that's gonna be happening when the FNAF movie comes out near Halloween.
What's wrong with me? Brothers and dad are doing their Halloween decoration shopping.
Why does that cobra every time it bites instant poison? You don't. That's not a guaranteed, I believe. Am I just unlucky with that?
No, you are incredibly unlucky. It is not an instant poison.
That's what I thought. This is why I hate some of these later levels, because they introduce poison as a big thing. And that's why I'm so glad that we have Lily.
Lily has antidote, which will save it, but... Yeah,
There's different platypunks in here.
yes, there are. It gets great.
Somebody made a Perry the Platypunk.
I'm not
That is great.
I am not surprised.
That is awesome, and it makes me happy.
It's literally labeled, Perry the Platypunk.
Ah! Perry the a platypunk? Perry the platypunk? Ooh, I condensed my throat a little bit too much.
You shouldn't be
Do
doing
be careful. Rest
Mhm.
your voice a little.
Yeah, I actually yelled too much last weekend, and it's still slightly recovering from that.
Yeah, rest your voice a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. We love your impressions, but just take it easy, friend.
I will.
Your health is important.
Perry the Platypus on 2 tables.
Perry the platypus? A platypus? Is it a platypus plumber? Perry the platypus plumber? Perry! Perry the platypus!
So you know you're not streaming on Discord, right?
Oh, am I not doing it anymore?
Nah, I went to Twitch.
You're not. It's only on Twitch. That's why I was wondering.
Well, it's I was wondering because I opened it for Jamie a while ago. I wonder when it closed.
Crashed. We were worried about you for a bit because you crashed and disappeared. And then you popped up and said hi. So
Oh, right, my internet went away. Right, that was the time where my internet briefly went away on my computer.
So I just switched to Twitch to know what's going on.
Perry the platypus? Let's see. What monsters would be really good? Well, while we go through this, I'm looking through some, like, monsters that would be really, really nice. Huh?
You can't really think of any because when I'm looking through them, I'm not really getting move sets for them. Or telling me whether they're beasts or anything.
So you would need to look through them via what was it? Via the wiki of like this one. So for here, I'll send you the other link. So you would need to look up the specific monster through this wiki, because it will give them like where they came from, and then you kind of give like the idea of their stats, what abilities they can learn, etc. Naturally learn. And I know some of these monsters on the wiki list, the breeding list, is really, really good. Oh, will do. Nice.
Yes.
We now have 2 of those.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Risk it for the biscuit. I need that. Because I have a random because 2 of my monsters have a random seal ability, which gives a random effect. So I think I want to risk it for the biscuit for that.
I'm Punk and Cobra.
They're not sealed. They are cursed.
They have a cursed?
Yep.
Makes me wonder with this platypunk. I know all of these monsters will of course lay eggs or something like that.
That one makes sense for it to lay eggs, because it's a mono tree.
Yes.
Like the echidnas.
Yeah, the snake makes sense too. Snakes lay eggs.
Come on. Okay, there we go. Hey, Kay. What a fun number. 33 months. Jesus. Thanks, Kay, for the resub for 33 months. How you been doing? I might be in trouble. Oh, I am heavily in trouble.
What did you do?
It's not what I do. It's Lily keeps getting confused and attacking my monster. And Rex is dead.
Wahaha.
Well, time to vivify again. Good thing I have a lot of MP. Doing alright. How about you? I'm doing fine. Slightly recovering from last weekend because I went to the convention of PAX. So there's that. In terms of my throat specifically. So, because I yelled a lot. So, I'm still gonna risk it for the biscuit.
Biscuits. Da 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 da. Biscuits.
Let's see what you have. Ooh, here's a lava man. Ooh, very tempting.
Ooh, yes. Oh, he has that guy.
I don't know. I don't know if I want the bee guy. I don't think the bee guy is any help any whatsoever, but the lava man is tempting. But yeah, it's been a fun. I'm just gonna see what we get in terms of just battling. Yeah, but how did you do anything fun Labor Day weekend? You had a nice long weekend, I hope. Because like it's a 4-day weekend. Good thing Lily is not confused and Rex is actually doing stuff. Okay, so Lava Man. Okay, here's the issue right now. Jamie Will.
Yes.
Lava Man, it's all by himself right now.
That is definitely Juicy Biscuit.
Yeah, if I use my sirloin, which I just bought, I could get that Lava Man. The only thing is that it's one, it's not guaranteed. Two,
you need it for the other guy.
maybe. I say maybe because there's the other method. I'm not 100% certain though.
It's one of those risky biscuits. Definitely a risky biscuit.
Yeah, so it does say I just need you to I just need to do one method and I don't need any meat. So I could do that way and we could see how it is. So want to try getting a lava man, Will? Jamie?
Why not?
Jamie?
I mean, worst comes to worst. You have the escape, right?
Yeah, I do have escapes.
Just in case, because that way, if it's not turns out not to be worth the biscuit, you can escape with the lava man, grind for another sirloin, and you're good.
True, yeah.
So
I will give him a pork chop. Just in case, to increase my chance. And he's knocked out. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, like, come on, get it. Lava Man's with us. We basically poached another man from his stuff.
I will be right back. Need to go check up on my brother's grab.
No worries.
Just keep going.
You know, Ohio Renaissance Festival started, and I have a season pass, so I got to go. Oh, right. It was only 4-day because I had 4-day pass of PAX, which then was Friday through Monday. How was the Ohio Resistance? Ohio Resistance. Ohio Renaissance. How was that? I never went to a Renaissance fair, but I've always heard they're good. Also, hi, Skull. Welcome with Kamehameha. Jamie, what shall we name this girl lava man, apparently?
girl lava man.
It's a girl lava man.
Oh, okay, girl lava. That's
I
don't know.
Mary?
Why not?
That was like the female name I could think of. The Ohio Renaissance Festival is one of the bigger ones in the country. Oh, really? Huh. But then again, I never heard of it only because, like, I don't really follow a lot. Attack. Actually, let me look at the attack of, like, Rex. Oh! Better attack than Rex. But, unfortunately, it's 10 levels higher than Rex. So, really, it's not that great. But it has high defense, though. Smug. It's Kurt, Eerie Light, and Semisci Call. Okay, cool. Lava Man's still pretty good. Yo, Biz32, how you doing? Everyone's coming in. Well, it's far.
Oh, sorry. I'm just.
Oh no, I'm reading chat. Don't worry. Can you say something?
No, I'm just trying to figure out. Trying to remember how to do something. That's all.
Well, for years of first question. Yeah, so I mean, I do want to eventually go to a Renaissance fair. When that will happen, honestly, eventually, honestly, I that's all I would say. But yeah, Biz, how you been doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, Biz, if you're not doing anything this weekend, we could totally play some games like more Halo or some of the Puyo Puyo stuff with Max and Gonsu potentially. If you're down for it. Oh, hey! I got a stag bug!
Stag bug?
I don't know why, but I'm gonna name you Steve without an E.
Do it.
Stev.
Stev the stag. Yeah.
Okay, if we want to name one on Matt, we'll name one later, Matt. I'll let you know. Yeah, for sure. Let me know, Biz. Let's see. Carl's dead. You know, I haven't heard from Carl in a while, yeah. I hope he's doing all right. I think he's just busy because he's literally went back to work right after PAX. So there's that. Mario Party sounds fun. Dude, I'll be down for Mario Party. Do you want to do like old school Mario Party or do like Superstars or something like that? Because I can get anything of that set up. Medical issue. Oh, I'm sorry, Skull. I hope all your medical issues medical is alright. Again, this is why I hate these later levels, because they keep putting down frickin' like poison. I swear, Jamie, that King Cobra is like guaranteed poisoned for some reason. It shouldn't be. I feel like it shouldn't be, but it is. I'm glad that the antidote was only like 2 MP though, which is really nice. Again, without having antidote in hand, this whole thing would be a lot more difficult.
You just simply have to have it on hand with this game. You can't just kind of either not have the item, which takes up valuable space, or having a monster with its best.
Yeah, especially if it actually is a good healer, like Lily.
Lily broke.
I want Drunk Mario Party. I unfortunately don't drink, so Drunk Mario Party would never come from me. Maybe I can convince Max to drink. I mean,
worst comes to worst, do it with water and Gatorade.
True.
And whoever pees first loses.
I mean, Biz, you can drink some soju, right? I know soju is expensive up here, but you could drink some soju. And Kay can join in on the fun too. It'd be a drinking party while we play Mario Party. Also, Superstars, yeah. Yeah, if you're free tomorrow, I'll be down to play some Superstars. I'll ask Matt to see if he... Not Matt, Max if he's, free. I want to see what does Lava Man can make. Okay, so Lava Man, we can make something called a Gulp Beast. Because you can make like basically any monster right from the get-go, pretty much. I have a Bellingham beer in the fridge. Oh, really? Nice. Oh yeah, this is like a post-game monster. It doesn't seem that great, though. I do know... Well, we can make a Grizzly with Lava Man. I know Lava Man can be made for one monster that I've told you and Will about, Jamie. But we need Iceman, its counterpart, in order to even make said monster.
Yes.
So, the question then remains... Do you think we should save Lava Man, or should we try breeding Lava Man? Because Lava Man, I'm pretty certain we can get him in different, let me see.
Didn't we get Iceman?
No. Wait. No. Oh, Lily's dead. I think we have to cop kaput for this run. Because they ambushed and it just focused on Lily. Yeah, Rex is dead.
They dunked your healer.
I don't have anything yet. I'm gonna have to keep Ebby alive. I'm gonna try to keep this run alive. And unfortunately, Ebby is also like, doesn't listen to me. Ebby, attack!
Do that thing!
I don't have enough healing to heal you. Attack! Ebby! Why you do this, Ebby?
Ebby's a troll.
Literally. It did attacks before, and now it's not doing attacks. I don't know what it's doing. Now it doesn't attack. But I think it's too late now, because I think it's gonna die. Yeah, no, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. I can't do anything. Well, should I... I kind of need to use my world dew at this point, Jamie.
Save the run.
To save the run, yeah, I need to use my world dew. Do you think it's worth it?
Ish. I mean, yeah, you did get Lava Man, but at the same time, but you can't buy World 2, can ya?
Nope. You only can find them.
How many have you found so far?
Only one other.
In that case, it may just be unfortunate that that's gonna be important later.
Yeah, technically true. Well, I do know that there is a party all heal one, like a move for that later on. Well, I mean, if we're gonna restart the run no matter what. Well, technically speaking, I could. Well, no, if I die right here, there's no guarantees I'll keep all any of my good stuff.
No, and that's why maybe just.
Yeah, if I just restart, then I get all my stuff back, but I lose like the stag beetle and stag bug and like lava man. That's all. If Abby didn't miss that one time, I wouldn't be in this predicament.
The question is, if you get lucky, if there's another priest ahead.
Well, let's find out. Let's see if the game's nice.
Oh, it's nice to be able to try.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope. But there is an item.
Yep, that's it.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's and there's 5 more floors. Without a healer, I have no more healing items too.
So you may be stuck.
Yeah, so it's either I warp out here, save the run, or I restart and basically just have what I had before the whole thing happened. I don't know. This is where it's tough.
You have to make tough.
What do you say, Jamie? I'm gonna leave it on you on helping me decide this, because I really don't know what to choose. Because Lava Man, again, Lava Man is a good monster and is a really good like monster to breed with. Like technically speaking, we could make. Let me look. What's the requirements to make a Lava Man? Because Lava Man can make a grizzly. It can make a phoenix. Like these are some really good materia monsters.
It's just a matter of it.
Yeah, Lava Man. And to make Lava Man, it unfortunately has. It's like to make a Lava Man, while it's easier to make than Iceman, it is actually uses some very, very tough monsters to get. Let me see if I can find Lava Man in terms of. No. Jamie, we can't get Lava Man, I don't think.
Yeah, not without stealing it from somebody else.
Yeah, Lava Man can only be bred or stolen from other people. So pretty much the Lava Man we have is, yeah, no, Lava Man can only be gotten like for other masters and stuff like that. So really, yeah, Lava Man's just a hard monster to come by, personally.
And we didn't keep Lava Man.
Huh?
We didn't keep Lava Man. Do you have
I
an
am
exit?
back.
Do you have an exit room?
What happened?
Bad
Yes.
news. Bad luck. They focused on Lily. She died. Rex died from one evil slash, and now Ebby is the only one. Other bad news, I had to use all my healing potions, including World Dew that I found, in order to save this run and then keep Lava Man. So right now we're in a predicament where, because I used the World Dew, because those can't be found anymore, I either warp back to the castle, heal and save, to keep Lava Man, or I restart losing Lava Man. And Lava Man is a like you only can get it from the random masters, or you breed it for him. And breeding from Lava Man is pretty difficult.
I'd say warp and heal.
I'm kind of leaning to that, honestly, Jamie.
That might be best.
Yeah, because like World Dude, you can potentially find.
Oh man, it's just that smidge harder enough.
I mean, there's the maybe chance of getting another sirloin.
The only issue is that, yeah, I'm gonna save here. The only issue with getting the sirloin is like it cost me 1,000, so I don't have any more money for it, unless I sell some stuff. Or in a sense, I
mean, we could grind for gold.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we can grind for a little bit. I don't know. I kind of want to try that temptation again, though. I didn't even get a single coin during that whole run. I mean, yeah, I didn't, like, face any of the... I didn't go out of my way to find anything, but technically speaking, I'm not the... Oh, I'm not the most durable at the moment. Ebby is, like, kind of screwing me over in certain ways. Like, it's a durable monster, but because it's so wild, it doesn't listen to me.
Let's see if what is Ebby again?
Dixter, which is a different monster. Actually, no, I think it is a Dixter because it's only unique to dragon monsters. So, Dixters can be used to make a stone man, at least. Why would you make a Dixter for a rock slime? That seems pretty bad. So I know that Metal Drac is actually a monster that we can breed with Dixter. And that is a pretty decent monster. More so for breeding material, though. I'm back here. Talk to me. Oh. Oh, we got the mirror monster.
For some reason, it's taking me to Yu-Gi-Oh, guys. There we go. There's game spot.
So the mirror monster, I think, can copy? I'm not sure. Oh, either way, I defeated it. That was easy. Oh, okay. Okay, so there is nothing I can really do except sell like an herb I got. That's it. Alright, well. I love these free ones at least. Oh, come on. Why do you keep cursing? I hate the curses. I have nothing to anti-curse at the moment. Hey, Will.
Yep.
Guess what King Cobra's family class is, apparently?
Dragon?
Yep, it is a dragon. How come it's a freaking dragon?
That's reptiles, guys.
He's a serpent.
Isn't there like a serpent type of family or something?
It's like a serpent. I don't know, because also there's some dragons that are serpent.
I mean,
Like-
yeah, that's true, but I'm like, isn't there like already a serpent type of family in this game?
There's also different classes of dragons. You got dragons, you got drakes, you got wyverns, you got. I don't want to go down the list. I can't go down the list any further. It's like a rabbit hole. I gotta stop right at wyvern. I try
Why?
to go further, and my it's like my body just stops me at wyvern. My brain purposely stops me there because it's like a never-ending rabbit hole.
It is a rabbit hole of information.
It is, yeah.
And I will continue to just rant and rave, and it'll never end.
That is more than fair.
Just like with the Aragon movie, I can never watch that without ranting or raving.
There is a new book.
Yeah, I'm not reading
and
that.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's out.
Oh,
Wait, what?
It's out. I thought it was out.
Murtag is out?
I do believe so. Let me double check. What did my supervisor show me then?
a fan fiction.
No, he's been docking updates for months. Like, I think he's been excited about it for a year.
Why am I seeing this
Yeah,
type
it's out.
hard? Look at that Amazon.
It's out right now.
Where
Walmart?
where is it at? Okay, so at
Barnes
Walmart.
and probably
Walmart
Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's
No,
on
I'm
sale
saying
at
pre-order.
Walmart.
I'd say available for pre-order. This item will be available on November 7th
Oh, I'm sorry.
for Barnes and
That's
Noble.
probably what he was showing me. I'm sorry. Well, I didn't mean to get you overly excited.
No, I'm checking Walmart. I need to check. That was Barnes and Noble. I need to. Where is Walmart? Because Amazon says the same thing. Okay, that's it. I'm searching Walmart.
Yeah, because like Barnes and Nobles is a book place, so I would assume that it would be like the first place to get anything.
Damn it. Shit.
Good.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, pre-order now. November 7th. Darn it.
I'm sorry.
it's
Oh,
okay.
well.
I did see it
I
on
can
sale
wait.
at Walmart for $23, so you could
Yeah,
pre-order it and get it.
I can wait. I gotta wait till the end of this month though to do my pre-order.
Oh, the Aragon book isn't out yet. I got well excited by accident.
It's fine. I'm still excited for the book.
Yep. I read the first book. I enjoyed it. I kind of read the second book, but I never cared about the rest of the series after that.
I know
It didn't drag me in like Harry Potter did, oddly enough.
Disney owns the rights to the movie.
And you know that they're gonna make a movie out of it at some point.
They're making. Well, there already is a movie of the.
I know.
From the book.
I know.
It's terrible.
I watched it.
It's terrible.
I remember watching it, and I remember cause like I was as a kid, and I was just like, oh yeah, I was kind of excited for it, but I got it on DVD or something like that. And I remember watching it, and I was like, I made like so many comments every single moment throughout the story, like throughout the like whole book. Like I made.
Her hair's supposed to be black, not freaking the.
I remember like the I remember the Sapphire Dragon was like, my name is the like I remember just
Saphira.
Yeah, Saphira. Yeah, it's been a long time since I last read the story, and I'm just like, it's like and the movie's like, my name is Saphira. It's like, but in the book, the kid named you. It's like, why? I know that cuts down time, but freaking that changed a little bit.
She grew up too fast.
Yeah, and then
there was no dwarves.
See, the thing is that it made me question the decision making more than oddly Harry Potter did, because I remember I watched Harry Potter 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Book 5 and movie 5 was kind of in my between where I started catching up with the movies, and 6 and 7. Books 6 and 7 I read before the movies. I watched the movies before even like movie 8 came out, and I remember reading it, and I never complained about the decision making as much as I did in Aragon. That's for sure.
With the Harry Potter movies, I watched the movies and read the books. I watched the movie then read the book.
Like, well,
I don't mind. They were actually both were actually really good.
Yeah,
Harry Potter.
I personally like. I know that people would say like drop the Harry Potter franchise. I would say like personally speaking, Harry Potter as like the lore world is pretty vast. I think that has a lot to explore. They could do better with the Fantastic Beasts and whatnot, but but they have the games and all that stuff. So the world of Harry Potter, not Harry Potter, is pretty. Oh, ooh, risky for the bisky.
We open up all. We could open up.
We're opening all of them. We're no ifs, ands, or buts. We're opening all of them. Found a laurel. Oh, defense seed. Ooh.
Whose defense is the worst?
Technically Rex's, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to keep Rex for too much longer though. Should I give the defense for Rex still? Rex is still pretty good though.
As I say, are we going to be swapping him though? With the next creature that we get, or are we keeping him still?
I mean, I could just give it to Lily at the end of the day, because Lily is definitely going to be our beast for a while.
If we're going to be keeping Lily for a while, I'd give it to Lily. If we're going to be swapping Rex,
I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% with Rex. I'm not 100% with Rex though, because the main issue is specifically we need to figure out what we want to get and breed.
Yeah.
I mean, I could still give it to Rex nonetheless, because it will help later down the road.
It'll help with that breeding chain.
That's true.
So it's one of those things of if we tend to do nothing at all with Rex, it's not worth. But we intend to do something with Rex. There's a possibility it could end up working in the favor, but that is a long game.
I would say let's do at least let's give defense to Rex, cause I feel like I don't want to shelve Rex. Rex is definitely gonna be a monster we're gonna breed with for sure. Oh, we got another world due. Nice.
Oh, good. That fixes. Yes, that fixes that.
Yeah. And anyway, going back to my comment with Harry Potter, I think the world of Harry Potter, at least the Wizarding World, I should say, more so the Wizarding World, has a lot of lore that could go explored. I definitely, but I'm also up for Harry Potter being a TV show, because I honestly think while I do enjoy the movies, don't get me wrong, and I think the movies did a fantastic job still condensing all those books into like 2-ish hour movies each. I think having a TV show would really benefit the series a lot, the book series as a whole, as long as it's planned out well, because obviously like each year needs to be done like within a year, like of a span, like each season, and it has to be done well. So I'm kind of for a TV show for Harry Potter, but that is just me.
Yeah. What Disney's gonna do with Aragon is supposedly make it into a TV series.
That could work. Again, book series is better for a TV series rather than movies, because then there's not much cutting out.
The reason being is because, of course, what happened with the movie, and the author is pretty much has hands in on this project.
That's good. That actually explains why he's been quiet.
Yeah, he didn't get to have his hands in the movie project, and he was pissed, and he got up and walked out of the movie premiere.
I would not.
I don't blame him. I do not blame him.
If I was also the writer for Aragon, and I saw that terrible movie, I would honestly walk out too, like straight out.
I liked the sword. I will, don't get me wrong, I did like the sword. The actor for Braum, I kind of worked, but there's certain actors that it's like, you portrayed them wrong. Portrayed the character wrong. That's not how they acted in the book.
They definitely took a little bit too much creativity there.
Yeah, and they completely ripped some characters completely right out of there. And some races out of there too.
Well, again, like there are again, a movie doesn't do a book full justice, and I get that, because like
they could have CGI'd the dwarves in.
Yeah. But again, budget, timing, and how much of the production they want to deal with and all that stuff. Oh, Jamie, I didn't get to ask. How are you today with time?
I could stay up a little bit later, not too terribly much later. I have to open again tomorrow. And it has not been a fun opening lately.
Mm-hmm.
I even have all the Aragon books minus the new one. I gotta go back to read them again.
I have like the first 3 books. That's it.
It took me a while before I finally got the last one.
I managed
I see I'd gotten the first 2 for Christmas once, and then the third one I got actually at the actual release. So I actually got 1 hardback cover, and then the other one I just ordered and got my paperback. So I have 3 paperbacks, 1 hardback.
I learned that the Harry Potter books that my brother made sure my mom always got him outside of the first book are pretty expensive.
First edition?
I think so, yeah. Because there's like a misspelling error on the second book.
I think actually most of mine are first edition. But they are
At least
very
first edition in terms of American audience. Yeah.
Yes.
Because apparently there is a earlier edition than what we got, and that's only in Europe.
Once it gained traction, it came to the US and it took off here.
I mean, the US is like the biggest audience for a lot of entertainment things. Ah, yes. Come here.
Asking.
Pisky.
Kind of need it. Ooh. I have a lot of ribs.
Ooh.
I do have a lot of ribs.
Are these rib worthy?
I'll try it.
Iceberg and fish, boy.
The question is that should I give potion to Rex? I think I should have done this earlier. Actually, how about this? I command you to attack the Super 10. Lily. Why don't you big trip everyone and Ebby just charge? Of course, the Golem is one of the old monsters I did not want to attack. Oh no, I did want to attack. Bleh. Okay, well, that's... Abby's not gonna listen to me at all.
Need to do what Ash did for his Charizard to save Ebby's life.
I'm taking control of this so I can try to say Blizzardy. Woo! Rex almost died. Oh, so Golem is the healer. Okay. Okay, Super 10's out. So you attack Golem. I need to heal Rex and charge. Because Abby, you're never gonna listen to me. This is gonna be a fight that I'm actually gonna have to actively work on. I don't know if I need a sirloin. I feel like if as long as I have 2 ribs, it should be okay. I don't know how much hustle heals, so... Oh, this is so annoying! Oh, no! Attack Golem, not Blizzardy. Please. You okay, Jamie?
I need a drink, that's all.
Drink something. I hate that I'm cursed. Rex is confused, and we have sand in our eyes.
Sounds like a typical Tuesday.
Like, this is, straight up, like... I hate the curses. I hate the... I'm actively trying to get Blizzardy right now.
But the sand in the eyes is why I can't go to the beach anymore. There's many reasons why I can't.
I
Please
have
make
to
me feel
admit
like
one
it.
thing. I was not expecting the beaches of the Grace Lakes to be so nice, but they are nice. There's no salt.
Oh, would you
there's no
stop?
snow,
Stop hustling.
There's no, it doesn't smell fishy. It's actually decently warm in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
The beach was nice, since I didn't say anything about the water. I've never been in the water. Apparently, Chris says the water's cold.
Not surprising. I wish Evie actually listened to me for once. I might actually have to use a potion. I actually have to use a potion for this. Because Rex is down. Defy again. No! Oh! I kind of just have to
Did he
attack.
just do what I... Did he just do what I think he did?
He stole my MP.
Did the hamster dance.
And Golem cannot be healed anymore. I mean, he's been freaking healing so much. This is so annoying. I'm out of MP because of his... I think that AI has infinite... I have to take out Blizzardy. This is taking too risky. I don't know. I could not get Blizzardy. Well, that was GG. I did not want to get rid of that world due for that.
Did you save before entering?
I did save before entering, but man, I've been getting unlucky with this.
Yes.
I'll do this again. Well, we might have to call it after this one.
Yeah.
Oh my god. When we said this is gonna be annoying, this is straight up getting bad RNG at this point. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, well, I found another world, dude.
That's not bad luck.
Yeah, but I have to go through another... I've basically gone through like 30 different floors. Oh, I will be going 30 different floors. It's because that these King Cobras have 100%... Actually, I'm genuinely curious. Is King Cobras have 100% hit rate? Like, what is their hit rate?
Too high?
I like how they were called King Cobras in Dragon Quest Monsters and early on, and then they switched around the names, calling them Cobra King.
The games they changed a lot since the early games.
Yeah.
Some of it just to avoid getting in trouble in the West.
I guess it has a poison ability, but that's it. Oh my god, I hate this dungeon because it's like, it's Poison City, which I managed to take care of. And then this freaking like... And there's like seal. There's a seal, like there's a curse ability that keeps hitting me. I definitely need a move that can get rid of like curses, because that is so annoying. Oh, good. Where were you when I needed it? They give me the healing areas like too early in the dungeon. I need them like towards the end of the dungeon. God.
That's how game do.
Games are out to get the players in a lot of cases.
In the early days, yes.
Well, I mean, early days they're literally either designed to be jerkish to you, or straight up like have so big RNG that you have to learn how to manipulate them. Elf water. Oh, what was that one again?
MP.
Oh, you can't. So.
That's one you can't purchase.
Oh.
I think.
Oh, you know, I got it completely opposite, Jamie. I thought it was. I remember there was only one real item that you can't buy. According to the website, it's elf water you can't buy. World Dew you can buy, but it's like 500 G.
It's not terrible for what it is.
Yeah, so there's that. There's a weaker healing item that costs double the amount of a World Dew, but it can be used multiple times.
Oh, that's actually not bad. That makes
Yeah, but we haven't found one yet. I'm gonna. I'm on. I wish there was a game mechanic in like some of these like random area games, Jamie, where you could battle a monster so many times, and then the game could call them extinct because you killed so many of them.
Wait, really?
No, I wish there was a game like that, because you could just like kill so many enemies. It would be legit funny.
There might be, honestly.
I think it would be like kind of difficult, because then you'd be locking the player out of certain things.
Not necessarily. It could be used as a either achievement or even a sort of a way of punishing the player for poaching.
Poaching. True, but then
You know
how would you potentially get that? You have to get it back.
Wait a bit to just do a different enemy for a while.
Oh, so it's like we suddenly like, oh, we appear back.
Oh, it's it happens in the wild all the time. You just wait for the population to regrow.
Yeah, because
Either
that.
with, like plants or like animals.
I mean, there have been recently some discoveries of animals that were thought to be extinct, and recent years they suddenly came back, right?
Yep, in the deeper recesses.
Mm-hmm. Because humans just never saw them. What?
Well, some animals are pretty cryptic.
Yeah. I still like that fish, that relic, the Pokemon Relicanth is based off of.
Oh, Coelacanth, yeah.
It's called a Relicanth?
Coelacanth.
What was it?
Coelacanth.
Coelacanth, yes. I knew it was something similar. Oh. Ew. I don't want a cobra. You caused me so much pain.
Bring the pain to others.
Oh, alright. I'll call you Pain. Well, I'm naming a cobra Pain.
With the venom, I'm pretty sure you'd be in pain.
Yeah, I am in pain. Also, I like these very small islands at only 2 segments. Very easy.
Very helpful.
Mm-hmm. Sharkfish, hoo-ha-ha. Sharkfish, hoo-ha-ha.
Sorry. I am getting a little excited.
For what?
I have found a little pattern I like for crocheting pumpkins.
Oh.
And I almost don't have to look at them to do them. And they turn out really well.
I put out all my movies today. Well, most of them. I'm gonna have an Underworld movie marathon tomorrow.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
So when you say Underworld, it just means that you just have
all the Underworld movies.
Oh, Underworld. Oh, you know what? When you say Underworld, I was thinking like it's like underground movies, like illegal movies, like a secret story.
No, not those. No, not that. I'm not that.
Have they done anything recently?
I haven't done anything like that recently.
Recently?
No, Underworld series.
No.
No.
I haven't done that in
Yeah.
no.
Miscommunication on my part. My bad.
No, I don't think Underworld has ever had a new sequel in like forever.
No, the last one was Blood.
Which one? When was that?
Don't remember, but I do have it, and I haven't watched it yet, so it's been sitting with all my movies still in its wrapper and everything.
Oh, Jamie.
Is that the prequel?
Is it?
No, there's Rise of the Lycans, then there's
Money?
Underworld, then
Oh man, I finally found money.
I think Evolution, then Awakening, and then there's Blood. So there's like 5, but the first one that came out was Underworld, and then they went and made a I believe Evolution, and then they went back and made Rise of the Lycan.
Which I think is that prequel I was mentioning.
Yeah, that's the
Oh, come
prequel
on.
to Underworld, which was like, yeah. So if you really want to watch them and kind of like, or just watch the prequel, then go.
I will give you one heads up about it. It is not appropriate for kids. There is some scenes that are not friendly.
So Will never watch it. Got it.
I've seen the Underworld success. There's the only one I've not gone to watch is Blood.
I'm not talking about violence. I am talking about nudity.
Oh, there's my niece and nephews watched Spartacus and other.
There is
They've even
literal
watched
snoot
Game
snoot.
of Thrones. They've even watched Game of
Snoot
Thrones.
snoot. You talking about DQ terms?
Yeah, it is literal snoot snoot going on in there. Not like.
I also got to see the new. I did get to see the new D&D movie.
Oh yeah, that one's good. Huh?
Finally.
Because
Underworld,
it's on
Rice and Blood.
It's
There
on
was a sneak
Freaking, I got cursed. I got cursed again. Freaking got cursed. God dang it.
Your RNG is cursed.
Yeah, literally.
I can watch the new D&D movie over and over if I want to on Amazon Prime.
Nice.
It's really good, honestly.
It is pretty good. However, because it technically underperformed, the potential sequel will potentially get a smaller budget.
Aww.
It's only because a lot of these companies like to see money, and since even though it got critically acclaimed and did well enough, it still technically underperformed.
Yes.
I do like the idea though. What people were suggesting for a sequel to the movie is that if you want to do a sequel to a movie, you can put in the same world, same like villains and everything, but have a completely new set of cast. I like that idea of just like changing up the cast each time.
That's how D&D campaigns do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, Jamie, look, I got this game at PAX. It's called Felix the Cat, NES game.
Oh, that one's. Yeah, that's old. That's old school.
I saw it and I was like, you know, this looks interesting enough. I'll try it. And I have it now, so.
I hear no sound coming from the living room. I will be right back.
Silence is suspicious.
No. Remember, in movie theaters, silence is golden.
My room's the first room in the house. Like, you come in the door, my room's really the first room on the left. Hearing no sound. I'm gonna go check and be sure that
Go for it.
everything's okay. So I'll be right
Make
back.
sure
Go
things
for
are
it.
okay. That is important.
I just want to make it to the boss. I just want to make it to the boss and feel like we have at least tried to accomplish something.
I'm excited. I've almost got my second pumpkin since we started.
I mean, we've been at this for like 2 hours. Well, I shouldn't say 2 hours. We've been on a call for 2 hours, but technically speaking... Well, no, a little... Yeah, we've been on a call for like 2 hours, yeah. Because I haven't started streaming around till like 6:30 my time. I'm making Rex only attack right now because I'm trying to save her MP, which is not going up, which oddly enough, it might be the curse.
Yeah, curse does not keep from MP from regenerating.
Right. Ugh.
Curse
Yeah.
is gross.
I really need to find something that does anti-curse. I think that's one monster like we need to put on Lily. Like if we're gonna upgrade Lily, Jamie, we need to have. Oh look, we finally get a new monster for once.
What's a weird one?
It's a Misty Wing, which is also known as. Where did I have?
That one I recognize.
It is called. No, it is actually straight up a Misty Wing. Oh no, Jamie. There's a reason why you don't recognize this. This is another exclusive Dragon Warrior monsters.
Nice.
Only shows up in Dragon Warriors 1 and 2. That's it. You never see it ever again.
That's cool.
I just assume a lot of these monsters are like, you get to see them in other Dragon Quest games, but no, actually not.
There's cool exclusives only in here.
Yeah, true. Great, now all of us are cursed. I do not know how I beat this. I think I just grinded a little bit. Oh, wow, this is bad. I think I might have to use a World Dew on this run, Jamie. Yeah, I got 2 World Dews. I need to use a World Dew. I need Lily to have as much MP as possible. I need to find a healer too. Is the game gonna be nice and actually give me a healer?
I mean, there's Funky Bird.
Yeah. But unfortunately we can't call for Funky Bird right now. Ah! Okay, we got 18. God, this sucks. I'm going into the hole without much of an MP. forgot I can organize my inventory. Oh my god, it's a dark eye.
What? Oh, that guy ugly.
So, dark eyes are eyelashers.
Ooh. I thought the slugger looked bad. That guy's.
Yeah, no, there's some really ugly stuff here.
That's not a bad thing, though. That's pretty cool. It's not like it's not. How do I put it? It's not a bad design. It's actually meant to not look good. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, they're part of the devil and plant family. And they keep blinding. Yeah, I know I could just change like Lily. I'm at this point. I'm at a point where, I'm definitely at a point where it's like I'm stopped caring. Like, okay, well, Curse just killed Lily. God dang it. It's because of the curses. It's because of the curses I couldn't do much in this whole place.
The curse is what's. So yeah, it's either find a monster that has it or bring a lot of laurels.
Yeah. But Law of Laurels will take up too much,
Nice.
yeah.
Question is, who can we get that has curse removal? Is the next question. That's what's currently killing them on.
Yep. Pretty much. What's the point if I'm doing this? Okay, so there are monsters that have curse off in the game. That's what the thing is. And it can learn by Dead Knight, the soldiers, the skeleton soldiers, the Floral Man sorcerers, which I know have seen those. Tree Boys, which we only found at like we battled only one. Actually, no. Gate of Judgment. Nope, we haven't got there yet. Nope. Yeah, we haven't found Tree Boy yet. And Wind Merge.
That one we have seen.
Yeah, but that is in the Gate of Labyrinth. It's in the also gate. So the only two monsters that we can guarantee get by normal means. Dead Knight and a Floral Man. So that gate is basically near impossible for me to really do without something that can get rid of curses. And I don't want to spend time to get laurels because that with how easy it can be to get cursed, that's just too much. So unfortunately, we didn't really make much progress outside of upgrading in class.
No. It happens though, it's all good.
So let's see. Okay, so I mean, at the very least, we got Lava Man. I'll call that as a somewhat win.
That is a bit of a win, so that's good.
So we got Dead Knight and Flora Man. Let me see which ones are better. He can learn Heal, Numb Off. What's Numb Off?
A paralysis?
Numb Off. Tingle. Removes paralysis, yeah. And then what does Flora Man learn, naturally? Fireball, Antidote, and Curse Off. So really, the best case would be Dead Knight then. Because we can technically... Because Dead Knight can learn healing moves and has Numb Off, which can be very useful later. So Gate of Happiness and Gate of Sleep. Is the Gate of Sleep is not... Yeah, no, that's a post-game. So really, the only place we can get Dead Knight is Gate of Happiness. Oh! Yeah, so Will. Is Will back?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, so, yeah. So Will, we have to forego the plan of going to Temptation. That is way too difficult where we are right now. We have to go to Gate of Happiness next time. Because that's where the Dead Knights we can recruit are.
Ah.
So we're gonna try the Gate of Happiness, try to get a Dead Knight, and from there see what we can do. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to grind and do random things, really.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
I did get a lot of items. I could have, I guess, saved with Ebby, but you know what? That was just getting a bad run at the end. Ugh.
I am free the rest of this night.
No, you're not. You're stuck with me for the rest of the night.
Not a big
How
thing.
tomorrow's gonna go, I have no...
But yeah, I think next week, we will do that. Oh. Let me double check. Yeah, we got Lava Man and Stag Bug. I need to add that to the list. We still need to make some upgrades. I think what we're gonna do for Lily is try to see if we can breed Lily with a Dead Knight. Well, I need to look at breeding. Monster breeding is like offspring. Continue forward. How does she controls what family they belong? So, this might be an issue that if we try to use Dead Knight, Lily is a female, which is going to be a partner, not a pedigree.
Oh, I didn't think of that part.
Yeah, because Lily is a partner, which is the female part. It says the pedigree controls the family that the newborn will belong to.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah.
So we are gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with that later. Because if we use the Dead Knight and with Lily, very likely, because like that would just belong to like what, the zombie class, I believe. Yeah, Dead Knight is part of the zombie class. So if it goes with any zombie, really. It might just make a putrid pup. 'Cause that's just like any beast. Oh, weird. You can't make another copycat. That's a lie. I feel like you can. But if you only can have one copycat, well, that just sucks. Yeah, but so that is a bit of an issue then. Then we're gonna have to figure out what we want to do. I could just have Laurels for the whole time, really. But that's just like a lot. That's a lot of spaces. Oh yeah, you can't get a copycat. Copycat is unique to one per game. That's a weird decision. I know that there's some monsters that you can never get once you get them, but I didn't expect copycat to be one of them.
We could make a
was
copycat.
that your only chance to get it?
Yeah, that is you literally only chance, and it's a guaranteed monster you can get. So once you get it, it's gone.
Oh, so does
I
it
thought we
appear
were able
only
to
one?
make copycats.
You can never make copycats. You can only get them once per save file.
Oh, so it was a one shot and you missed it?
No. So, well, copycat is in a portal that is technically missable. But it is a guaranteed monster you can get. So once you defeat it, you get it.
Okay,
I just thought
so
you
it's...
could breed for copycats.
I thought so too, but apparently not. But whatever. Yeah, copycat is one of those monsters you can never breed for. Really weird. I honestly thought that... I know that there is a monster that was you can't breed for, but I didn't expect copycat to be another one. Well, I mean, okay. I should say, technically speaking, like there are other monsters you can't get, but let me look at copycat. Yeah, no. You can never find copycat in the wild, and you can never breed it. So it's not like a slime where you can't breed for it, but you can always find it. No, it's just straight up gone. You can't get it.
So that one's just RNG if it's on a trainer.
Sorta if you battle. Actually, I don't even... No, you can't even get it on a trainer based on the wiki.
So it's just
One-time only monster. So if we want to use copycat, we're gonna have to pick a good one. Let me look at it. So copycat can make another healer, which is hail. I don't think that's worth. I don't know that monster. So we can make another healer, or we can make this one. I remember making this one a long time ago. It's a pretty good snake monster. We can make another Super 10. Which I don't even know how good that is. Oh. Oh my god, its face, actual in the official art, is different. I thought it was a bee-looking monster. My god, that is a different thing.
Sluggernaut?
Sluggernaut, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's... Sluggernaut looks pretty wild.
Its habitat, you can find it in the habitat, which is one thing. The first monster I sent you is only available through breeding. Oh yeah, phoenixes we can make with copycat, which honestly there's a lot of other monsters we can use for to make phoenix, so I don't think that's worth personally.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can make this one I'm pretty sure we can find in the wild. Yeah, we can find this one in the wild. But I guess you could say we can get it early, because this one is in the post-game, I believe. Yeah. So, honestly, the only monster that I would say sort of worth is the first... Well, Well, let me look at this. What? This... Imitate. I honestly, I don't know. The first monster seems the most interesting one. So apparently that first one can be bred with like multiple boss monsters. Like this is apparently what it's gonna be. Like that's apparently all the monsters that we can use, and we can breed for it. I know it uses a sky dragon, but we don't have a sky dragon on this run because I missed it.
I mean, we do have Battle Rex.
Yeah. And Battle Rex will eventually get unfortunately obsolete at some point. We do have Mad Knight and Copycat, which both are pretty good monsters. So it just depends on how you want to make them. Huh?
Did we get the copycat?
Yeah, we do.
Oh. Man, I spaced out for a second. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Copycat is one of those monsters that I did want to go after for a bit. So it is one of those monsters that is a possibility we could get.
Just got lucky.
Actually, I'm pretty sure we have Phoenix, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, we do have Phoenix. Oh, we can make a Sky Dragon, because if we use Dragon, like Dran with Phoenix, we can make a Sky Dragon.
Ooh.
So yeah, there are possibilities that we can do, and I think we have to look at our options, because I think one of the... I'll make notes. I'll just make a note. There's that. I was gonna say one more thing about that. It's not the partner, it's the... Well, I guess we could just look up that stuff. Yeah, I guess we just have to just look up what potential monsters we want. Will, you're looking at the breeding chart I posted in the chat before, right?
Yeah, I've been looking at that chart.
Yeah, if there's any monsters you think is worth going after that we could potentially get, then I'm all for it.
Gotcha.
Like, cause like stuff like, even if we can't get it now, we could go after it if we do a little bit of breeding. And I think one of the things I want to go after is getting an Iceman. I think that's one of the things I want to get. Yeah, because we have Phoenix, and we just need a Blizzardi now, so we can use a we either can make multiple Phoenixes, or get another Blizzardi and make another unique monster to this game too, or not say new to this game, but another like only breedable monster. The only issue with getting an Iceman is that the materials for him are really annoying to get.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think the game plan is, I think really we're just gonna need to look at the monsters, because I pinned the list of monsters that I currently have, and definitely just use whatever monsters we can get, like what we have, and start making some monsters or going after certain monsters.
Yep.
Because, yeah, we're definitely getting to territory where I cannot progress without, like, certain things. Like, oh, yeah. Alright. Yeah, that's another way. I think that's what we need to do for next time.
Yeah. I mean, we got antidote and that thing kind of taken care of.
Which one?
The antidote thing with the getting poisoned and
yeah. Antidote is easy enough. That's for sure.
I gotta go. It's getting late.
No worries. I'm gonna end it off here. Thanks for joining, Jamie.
Thank you so much. Have a good day, everybody.
You too. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, I gotta go.
Sounds good. I'll end it off here.
Later, dude.
Later. Yeah, I'm gonna end it off here, Biz. I'll let you know if I am good to go tomorrow with like Mario Party. If not, we can definitely just play any other game you down for. I'm down for anything tomorrow. It's gonna be chill for me. I don't plan anything too big. I'm just gonna plan to just chill around. So yeah, if you're free and Max is free, then we can get down some superstars. Yeah, he has superstars. Yeah, he definitely has superstars. So yeah, take care, Biz, and to everyone else, I hope you guys have a good, wonderful day. Stay safe out there. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, and all that stuff. And as always, I'll see you guys on another stream where mine or someone else's for sure. Rest well, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.